So Blue Lock just concluded, and I gotta say, as far as the story for Blue Lock is going, I'm actually still enjoying it. I think it's actually really cool, and definitely gives the whole soccer vibes as far as getting the excitement going. But I will have to say, more so in this episode than the previous ones, it's not beating the PowerPoint allegations. You start to see the real diminished quality as far as in the actual soccer game itself when watching the show. I mean, look at this. Old dude pulled off the Akira slide after he rolled and went back. I was like, excuse me? I mean, what? Why? He had the Superman pose after making the goal. And it's like, all right, Isagi, okay, you know what? Live in your glory right now. That's it, you are who you are at this time being, but really? They added the Akira slide? For real? Okay, sure, whatever. But I think they actually pulled off the manifestation of Isagi as far as him learning the fact that he had to reject all that he has done previously and go by instinct, go by reflex. He does always, as we see in the show, think about the field, analyze the positions, and then make a direction and go where it needs to go. But then his teammates like, well, the reason why you're not going to perform that well is you are too slow. You are thinking about stuff while stuff is happening. The soccer game is still happening while he's sitting there thinking what's the next move. And he ends up being just a little too slow. So thus, he's like, you gotta start thinking on reflex. And I cannot believe this. Like, if you notice, right, Isagi's his color scheme is all about green. And, whatever things are happening, his eyes turn green. But now he's ascended to a new level. He's Super Saiyan level 2 here, because now his eyes are blue, but then you got the green fire coming from them. And, technically his eyes are all black, but then his pupils are blue instead of them being green like before. So this guy, he's ascended. He's straight up like, okay, all right, I'm ready to make it to the next level here. So yes, this is definitely making him deserving of being on the team that's up against Japan's U20. And if you really look a lot closer at this, to me, at the final shot, like if he didn't break through Ren and this other guy, they would have collided again, because the ball's in the air. They're both trying to instinctually get to where they want to. Ren is trying to analyze the situation, and Insect Boy, or Antenna Boy, is over there. He's, going by instincts, kind of doing whatever, going with the flow of things in the actual box. But Isagi's like, nah, you know what? You guys about to mess up again, and just breaks through both of them and just powers through them, going where he needs to go to hit that ball and score, and absolutely upsetting both of them, because they're both like, what happened here? He definitely made Mr. Average not so average anymore. But let's look at the actual graphics capabilities of all this, because you got to understand, Blue Lock has shown some really good moments, and they've been showing some really good graphic capabilities, like when they have moments like this, where the puzzle pieces are like just exploding on the scene, and you see Isagi there in the middle. And they've done where the puzzle pieces, where they've done, the actual power-ups and the powers of different characters. The graphics look amazing. Like, oh man, they're power through it. But during the game itself, it's like when it shows a panel of something, only like one real thing really moves. Whether it's like their eyes are moving, or it's like their mouth. Like you'll see them like here, and then they move over, and then it goes to another frame. That it just, it makes me believe maybe there was a rush job as far as in making this season and getting out as soon as possible, which would be really, really lame. Like that would really be bad. But I know this is going to be a turnoff for a lot of people that care about the graphics of things. Like for me, give me a good story, a well-written story, and deliver it really well. I'm a happy camper. As long as, we live in an age that even pixelated games do very well as long as they convey an amazing story. When you kind of see what should be a flow or a mesh between the two is kind of jumbled up, you start to really see like this isn't right in some way. So in this regard, like I said, I didn't really notice it so much, but to me, this episode 3, really showcased like, okay, I really am seeing what a lot of people are talking about here online as far as the whole quote unquote PowerPoint slash fan made looking that, you know, some people have been stating. The question is the rest of the season going to be like this? Like, are all the games, mainly the games, going to be that big of an issue where it's not as engaging, or it doesn't look as engaging as it should be? Now, when they're talking, you know, off the games and they're talking about their characters having funny moments, I mean, I don't think that's going to be that big of an issue because it's like, all right, they're just having fun with it. But when it gets to the actual games, like, you got to understand, Blue Lock is about the soccer games. This is what the show is about. And having a striker push ahead against all other strikers and be the best. So above anything else, the graphics capabilities, not just from the puzzle pieces or the 3D effects, like the actual game itself from start to finish needs to showcase how well the animators have done as they are portraying how the game is going to flow. And that's where it seems like it's not really meshing together, because of the strongest point that should be the show, it seems like it's one of the weakest, which is definitely starting to turn into a turnoff for a lot of people. That's my 2 cents about it. And overall, I'm still, you know, going to continue watching the show, and we can talk about it and see any major glaring issues in different parts of any episode. But I'm still going to be here for the story and see what it conveys, and we will see how it turns out by the time the season ends. But tell me what you guys think in the comments down below. But make sure you guys are liking the video. Make sure you guys are subscribed and you're not new here. And if you are, hey, I'd love to see more of you guys. Stick around. We're going to have some fun on this ride. So make sure, not only that, check out the Patreon as far as the reaction, because I do talk about this a little bit more detail as different scenes were coming up when I was watching it for the first time live. So it is on Patreon. You're more than welcome to sign up there. I'd love to see you guys more in the future. Tell me what you guys think in the comments down below. Make sure you like the video, and I would love you guys to enjoy yourself. Take care, be safe, and Lord willing, I'll see you next time. Bye-bye for now.
This ain't what you want, bitch, I'm a fucking phenomenon.